it's the first date with the person that turned out to be my wife. We're in high school. I'm 17 years old. I'm hormonally crazed. So I walk into the house. Her father comes over. He introduces himself. He tells me what he does for a living. He tells me he's a Mets fan. And as he's saying all these things to me, I'm saying to myself, I don't give a shit what your name is. I don't give a shit what you do. And I don't give a shit that you're a Mets fan. I just want to touch your daughter. And you know what? I wasn't even that concerned. I wasn't that specific. I wasn't even concerned about the vital parts, the parts that shall remain nameless. They'll remain nameless because she's sitting in the room tonight, and after this bit is over, I would still like access to those parts that shall remain nameless. But I was willing to her head, her arm, her knee, anything. I would have been willing. I mean, I was willing to risk jail. She was 15 years old. She's underage. 1 to 5 years. For 10 to 20 seconds of pleasure, no problem. But see, I had a plan, like to make this happen. I was going to give her these subliminal messages. My first thought, plan A, was to go to a movie. My inclination was to go to a porno movie. But even I realized that a porno movie on a first date with a 15-year-old, not necessarily a great idea. So I found a movie that fit the bill. It's called The Poseidon Adventure. It's about a boat, a ship that goes down. It goes down. All right, pay attention. It goes down. So we went to the movie. There was no message received. So plan B, no message received. Plan B is we're going to go to a diner. We sit down. She orders a hamburger and French fries. I order the foot-long hot dog. How could you miss that? But after I ordered, I got very nervous because I'm all about managing expectations. So I made an excuse, like I had to go to the bathroom, found the waitress, and I said, just make the hot dog 3.5, 4 inches tops. I'm not that hungry. Okay, so that I get nothing received. For dessert, I order 2 cantaloupes and cottage cheese with 2 cherries on top. The bottom line is, the only cantaloupes I touched that night were of the fruit variety. So, but believe it or not, we hit it off. We date the rest of high school. We get to college, and we agreed that we should go out with other people. We were so young when we started. We should have other experiences, and it worked out. It worked out great. Sherry got to college. She had experiences. Guys were asking her out. She was dating. She was experiencing. I had experiences too. The only problem was that 90% of my experiences were with a bottle of Jergens hand lotion and with lanolin, which was crucial. With lanolin, which, by the way, that's highly recommended for those of you who are still in that mode. But we made it through college. Well, after college, we get married. Eventually, she gets pregnant. And like those of you, I'm sure, familiar, when a woman gets pregnant, like Sherry was like 9 months and 74 days pregnant. So all those parts that shall remain nameless become 4 times the size they usually are. So actually, it's the only time I ever lied to Sherry was during this time because she asked me to fool around, and I said yes. I had no interest. I mean, oof. But I did. I took one for the team. So then what happens is that she, eventually the time comes to give birth. So I'm sitting down there watching the baby come out. I mean, this is an angle that I am not altogether unfamiliar with, but I'm seeing stuff like I'm freaking out. There's like a baby coming out. There's blood. There's like an umbilical cord in there. So a piece of placenta goes flying by. I'm freaking out. I go to the doctor. I go, is everything okay? Is everything okay? And the doctor goes, Robert, relax. You have a beautiful baby girl. I said, I wasn't talking about the baby. I'm talking about, I'm the user. I'm talking about the vagina. It's now no longer nameless. I'm talking about the vagina. Is the vagina okay? That's what I was concerned about, But thank God it was, and thank God the baby was okay. Then, thank God we had another daughter. The years go by, and all of a sudden it's time for my daughter's first date, right? We come full circle. The doorbell rings. This kid walks in. And the only thing I could think of saying was this. I introduced myself. I told him what I did for a living. We chatted. And I told him I'm a Mets fan. And I said to him, "Oh, by the way, what do you have planned for tonight?" He said, "We're going to a diner. We're going to a movie, and then we're going to a diner." I said, "I wish something had done. Cherry's father had done this for me." I said, "You want some free advice?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Don't order the cantaloupes." Thank you.